All right, DBS, thank you so much for joining us for our audition updates. As I've been mentioning, every single time we go ahead and get ready for the audition process, we're going to go ahead and have a quick little meeting like this just to give you guys an inside update into everything going on with DBS. And the first thing I really want to talk about, guys, is we are incredibly grateful and thankful for each and every one of you that is in this Discord server and community. Just a little over a year ago, we started the whole making movies for our fans with our fans mindset and model, and man, it has really taken off. Like, we are blown away, almost at 19,000 Discord members. The feedback we've been getting when it comes to just everything that's going on when we are making these movies now, when we are doing everything, is just so positive. And really, it's showing us that this model of making movies for our fans with our fans is really the way to go. And because of that, we're going to go ahead and lean heavily into this model. We want to continue to cast from our Discord community, not just for actors, but for special effects, writing, screenwriting, editing, eventually get additional filmmakers, additional production crews on here. So I just want to basically say it's already been an amazing journey this past year. And more importantly, we are just getting started.
100%. Kellen is completely correct. The growth that we've experienced in 1 year has been absolutely dramatic. Every time I look back on us 1 year ago from today, it's just absolutely insane how quickly the Discord grew, how many cool people we've met, how many cool people we've gotten in our movies, the quality of actors that we've cast from the Discord and how well they've done in the movies. We're just finishing up one right now, Into the Forest, which is probably going to get a Discord cut in the next 2 weeks. And we cast 15 people from this Discord. The movie is absolutely fantastic. But just to give you guys an idea, last year at this time, we shot 2 movies. We released 2 movies. This year already, in the first 3 to 4 months of this year, because we're going into April, we're going to release 2 movies. We have another movie in post-production, which is the Roger Project, and we have another movie in pre-production, which is the Bigfoot Project, which is why we're talking to you today to try and get you guys involved in this process. So we're going from essentially 2 movies to 4 movies. I think we can actually shoot 5 movies this year, but just to show you the growth, that's almost doubling our production. And this is me thinking that I could probably shoot 6 movies in 1 year. And I think DBS as a company, if we figure out how to get a B squad going, I think we can definitely shoot 12 movies. So that means almost 4 times as many actors from the Discord involved in this process. And that's we need people behind the camera as well. We need people to come in here and help us on our productions. And, it's just going to be growth. Everyone's going to get better together. I'm really excited. I think we're in a great spot. And I'm really excited to, not only release Forest of Death this Friday, but show you guys Into the Forest next week. And then obviously start shooting the Bigfoot Project, because that's one of my favorite ones. I'm really excited about this one.
That is correct. And I mean, honestly, the biggest thing that I'm seeing here is the wheels are in motion right now. In my opinion, in our opinion, the community is definitely outpacing our movie production. And unfortunately, when it comes to making movies, it is a very long process. We were filming right about this time. We were actually filming The Forest of Death. It was actually in the start of May, so a little under a year, just to kind of get things rolling. And that's why the big thing we wanted to kind of mention before we hop into the Bigfoot Project and every detail there is just how important this Forest of Death launch that's coming up this Friday is. So guys, as we've been kind of mentioning, it takes a long time, takes a long process for us to get these movies completed, finished, and released. The Forest of Death was basically right around the time that we started the Discord. It does have our very first Discord on-set actor with Aries in there. We also had Hey, It's Katie in The Haunting of the Murder House as our first ever Discord member that we brought on the production. And since then, we've literally embraced the model. Into the Forest and the Roger Files both contain 30 plus individuals. And now we're looking at every single element of the production process to try and bring on more people. And here's the big thing with the Forest of Death launch. We've talked about it before. There's a very easy way that you guys can help DBS grow and thrive, and that's being part of the launch team. You've probably seen some posts that we've had already about how critical and important it is. Basically, within that first 24 to 48 hours, the more people we get to rent the movie, to review the movie, and to go ahead and watch the whole movie will let us spike the algorithm. Just like going viral on TikTok, we can go viral on an Amazon platform. And the reason why we're stressing this so much is because a very successful Forest of Death launch not only is supporting us us, but it comes with a ton of perks on our end. We're going to have a raffle. We're going to give you the Forest of Death launch team role, which is something we will always look at moving forward. But the biggest thing is if we're able to have a successful launch with this one, we can immediately increase the number of people we cast for the Bigfoot project and for each and every movie later this year. We won't have another movie out probably for a few months. So this is really our big chance to go ahead and show the model works. Because if we as a business can understand that having this community here, having the support for when we release the movies means we will hit a new threshold when it comes to how well these movies do, well, guess what? We're going to take all of that cash and put it right back into the Discord, right back in the community. You know, Brendan and I don't take a cent from DBS, and we're not looking to. We're just looking to continue to grow this amazing community.
Yeah, 100%. Every single sale, every dollar that I get from revenue either goes right back into movies or it goes right into this community. I don't take a dime. I personally spent $6,000 of my own money to fly out fans into this last movie, the Into the Forest movie. Spent a lot on airline miles. We spent a lot on just getting housing, lodging, food for everyone. To make a movie is a very expensive process, but I'm willing to invest in it. I'm willing to invest in this community. And if we can get a really good launch with Forest to Death, I'm really going to try and scale up as quickly as possible. For us right now, we're not going to see a dime from Forest to Death until just December, maybe November, January, just because of how this industry works. Everything's paid quarterly. So this launch is so crucial because it's going to set up our opportunities for the end of the year heading into next year. So really, to have a really good launch is so crucial right now. The $3 comes back to us maybe 10, 15, 20 fold. So that's all money that we're going to invest back into this process. Right now for Bigfoot, we're looking for 15 to 20 actors. If this one really takes off, I could easily scale that up to 20, 25, 30 people. We can kill a lot of people. I'd love to kill as many Discord members as we possibly can. So what we want to do now is just really make sure that this launch is as successful as possible. And we want to make sure that you're rewarding the members of the Discord who were in this movie. Aries was the first one, show him some love, share this thing. Every single download is so crucial. Each one is so important. So obviously, if you can spend the $3 and download it right when it releases, I will be forever thankful. I'd be even more thankful if you show your friends, your family, just be like, hey guys, support indie film, support Discord, support all the actors that are in this movie because they've worked really hard. A lot of people have worked very, very hard on this project and they deserve to see themselves on #1 and trending. And our movies get a lot of views. I think Murder House is almost up over 3 million views through all the platforms. I just really want to get this one up into that same level because I think it'll set us up for success. The $3, guys, is going to come back 10, 20 fold. Usually if you are selected for our roles, we fly you out here. Your day rate's $150. So you get $150 per day that you're on set. You get the free flight wherever you're from. So usually that's $400 or $500 and you get lodging, you get food. So your $3 investment in this company and purchasing this product could come back. You can see $600, $700 and you get to come out, meet me and Kel and the rest of the cast. Guarantee you'll have a great time. So please, I'm always grateful for whatever you guys do. If you could do the $3, I'd really be grateful. If you want to wait just a couple of months when it's free on Tubi or it's free on YouTube or one of these other platforms, that's great as well. But just if you could like, share, and support us, I will forever be grateful for every single one of you guys.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things with the Discord is we can track everything too. So 5, 10, 15 years down the line, you will still have the Forest of Death launch team role. And that means we will know that you were part of the OG process of getting DBS to become the studio that it is. Again, we need your help now more than ever. We really do because we are growing. Every single time that we do better, we move up that charts. Not only is it more in the war chest for us to make more movies and cast more people from the roles, but we get more eyeballs on DBS in general. That means we get more members. That means we grow. And you guys are here now. And everyone who is here now is going to benefit from the growth of DBS. You guys are going to share in our success. Nothing's going to make us happier than casting more people and rewarding more people for being part of this amazing filmmaking process. So with that, let's go ahead and hop into our Bigfoot project. Again, we're going to want to do these audition updates for every single movie that we are making. This is going to be another one of our found footage movies. And I have to say, between Into the Forest and the Roger Files, we are getting very, very good at making a high quality found footage movie. I expect to have a lot of fun, a lot of action for this one, a lot of gore potentially, a lot of really fun things. What are your thoughts, Brendan?
Yeah, I'm really excited for Bigfoot. I've been trying to make a Bigfoot movie for pretty much the last year, and I think we have a really solid concept. I love this script. I love the concept. I'm actually kind of getting back into, making found footage movies and enjoying found footage movies, and to see the quality jump from The Forest of Death, which is releasing Friday, to Into the Forest, to the Roger Project, which is our other movie that we have in post-production. We are getting so much better with each movie that we make. And I know the Bigfoot project is going to be such a cool movie. And I spent a lot of money getting this custom Bigfoot mask. I'm really excited to show you guys when we get it. But I think a lot of Bigfoot movies out there just haven't been done as well as they should be. I love this concept. I'm really excited to, share the script with you guys, share the sides with you guys, and, get your thoughts, not only your thoughts, but I'm excited to see what you guys can do in the audition process. I'd love to work with all you guys. The best man and best woman is going to get this role, but we will have 15 to 20 roles open for you guys. And, I'm just really looking forward to working with every single one of you guys. But the Bigfoot one, I think this is going to be another huge jump, another huge milestone from DBS. And I'm just really excited to see what you guys can bring to the table.
Exactly that. Now, speaking of the audition process, I'm going to go ahead and basically walk through how it works here for DBS. It is going to be the same as the past two auditions if you are familiar with those. But basically, it is a very simple and easy and straightforward process. It is always absolutely free, does not cost anything. You don't need to do anything specific. You're already in the Discord, so that means you are ready to go. Essentially, what will happen is we are targeting late April. Probably the last week of April is sort of what we're targeting on now. We'll keep you updated. What will happen is we will have the auditions open for about a week and a half. We will then go ahead and release just a very, very straightforward video. We'll have the PDF that explains the roles. You'll take a look at each of the roles. You'll be able to go ahead and select what role you're looking for and see the lines for it. All you do is record yourself reading the lines. So basically record it on any kind of video, anything like that. And you'll be able to go ahead then upload that to any type of video platform, YouTube, Vimeo, anything works, and then basically go ahead and link that in a Google form. So it's a very straightforward audition process, but we will have more information on that. What we end up doing is we go through all of the auditions, we watch each and every single one of them, and then we have a callback procedure. The way the callbacks work is a one-on-one call where we go ahead and do a little bit more in detail in the reading, basically give you a little bit more direction when it comes to doing the role. And then we typically have either another series of callbacks or we will go ahead and basically make the selections there. Throughout the entire process, we will keep you updated in the Discord in the sense of where you are at. We will let you know based on the roles if you did or did not get them. So there's no, not understanding if you got the role or not, which is pretty typical in the industry. We reach out and let you guys know as quick as we possibly can. Another big thing with us, we track how many times you're auditioning for us. And the more you audition, the more chances you will have in being in our movies, because we want to reward people who are being consistent, who are being part of the process. Here's one of the biggest things. A lot of people I find think that it is something where there's only one person for the role. We typically have hundreds of people who would be good for that role. And again, the only way that we're going to fix this problem that I encounter every time we do the auditions is by simply having more auditions, making more movies, making more production teams, and being able to cast more and more and more. That is going to be our massive focus. That is going to be the major process there. One little quick note about the audition process and something to consider is we do have these bi-weekly challenges. Those bi-weekly challenges for acting, writing, screenwriting, and special effects and makeup are really hypercritical in the sense of showing us your talent in between the auditions. So those are always something I highly recommend, just because if you're in the acting and audition process, the numbers are against you. When we were doing casting online with Backstage, we were getting over 7,000 auditions. The last movie we did, we had 1,200 auditions. So we're already giving you guys basically 7 times as better chances for being in our movie by pulling it off of Backstage and really just focusing it on the Discord. So we want to give you guys the best chances possible. But that being said, there are going to be a lot of additions. So the only way we can fix that is by having more movies, casting bigger roles, better roles, and just really making sure that we can provide enough opportunities for each and every person in our Discord. I am 100% confident if you continue to audition from this point in time, you have 100% odds of being in our movie. When? I cannot tell you. Could be 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. But at this point, I am confident in saying that. Eventually, DBS Films will get so big that I am no longer able to say that. And we simply have too many people in the Discord community for the math to make sense. At this point in time, you guys are all early. You guys are all early adopters of this model. So you have the opportunities here. Continue to audition. If you don't get this role, we got 2 more movies coming up this year. Well, as Brendan was saying, we want to get 12 movies rolled out as soon as possible. So there is a lot of opportunities that we are just getting started for. With that being said, Brendan, what is kind of the timeline for the rest of the year when it comes to auditions for this movie, filming it, and then filming the next 2 movies?
Yeah, I quickly want to highlight something that you said. I like to highlight it every time we do an audition meeting, is that this is a process. Just because you didn't get this role, don't give up hope. Continue to work. What Kel said with the challenges, whether it's writing, whether it's acting, and being a part of the community, your odds of success are so much better. You really have to view this as a long-term process. When I make a movie and it doesn't get picked up by certain distribution companies, if it doesn't go on Netflix, if it doesn't go on HBO, I don't just quit. I keep going. I keep making movies. I keep getting better. And you guys have to have the same kind of mindset. Our whole mindset is just get better together. That's what we need to do. And to give you an idea, like Kel said, we had one audition process. It was 7,000 people for, I think we maybe had 15 roles. So your odds are very, very small. But now what we're doing is, because we worked with Discord actors in the last 3 movies, they did such a great job. So thank the actors in the last movies. We're going to keep it in Discord. Everything's staying in-house. I'm not opening this one up to Backstage or casting agents or anyone else. We are going to keep this in-house. So everyone here, everyone part of this community, everyone who's submitting it is going to get first dibs at this role. So what we want to do is just make sure that even if you don't get this role, because we're still going to get, 1,000, 1,500 auditions, just keep your head up and apply for the next movie and apply for the next movie and then apply for the next movie. Like I said, we got 3 more coming this year. I got 6 more in the bank next year. We're not going to stop making movies, and hopefully, pending, we have a really good launch with all these movies, they're going to get bigger. They're going to get bigger. They're going to get bigger. I really want to do a zombie movie. We're going to need hundreds of people. So I am 100% all about all this stuff, but just because you don't get this role, keep your head up, view this as a long-term process, get better with us, and you will be in one of our movies. I will 100% guarantee it. So for this one, in the next 2-3 weeks, we are going to open the audition process. You're going to get sides. You're going to read, submit to Kellen. Myself, we watch all of these, and we'll give feedback to certain people. We'll do callbacks probably a week and a half later. Be patient with us. This takes a long time. We literally watch every single one through completion. I think I had maybe 40 to 45 hours last time of auditions. So it is a process. So please keep that in mind. After that, we are looking to probably shoot this movie mid to late May, early June. The only thing holding us back right now is I do not have the Bigfoot mask completed. I have to see it. They have to send it to me. I have to make sure it's good. Once I have that, we are kickstarting this process and going. That being said, we're going to open up the auditions now, so everything is ready to go. So once I get this mask, we can get the locations, we can finalize the casting, we can go out and shoot this thing. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys bring to the table. I love the audition process. I love working with new actors, and I love this movie. So I think this is the trifecta of, all the pieces are coming into place at the same time. And I'm really excited for, this Bigfoot project.
Completely agree. This is going to be another amazing milestone for DBS Films. And really, in the final words here, closing out, it's again something amazing that we've created here, everyone. You guys are just as much a part of DBS as we are, in the sense that we firmly believe our community is the #1 asset that we have. So, just keep that in mind when it comes to all of the audition processes, all of the fun events we do in this Discord community. We want to branch out even further than just making movies. We want to do potentially things like video games, potentially more support. Like, I think a Discord VR play or something like that, karaoke night. A lot of creative opportunities are going to come from this community more so than just the movies. But with that being said, our focus in the next year is really going to be to grind these movies, get as many people out in the roles as we possibly can, and grow. And really, this all is really culminating to that big release of the Forest of Death this Friday. You know me, I usually never ask for anything, but man, if you can skip that coffee this week, you can go ahead and rent that movie, review it as soon as it comes out, and then leave a review. This 100% proves that our model will work. This proves that because we are doing movies for our fans, with our fans, we can then release everything that we've ever wanted. If it doesn't matter, what the algorithm is telling us or saying, what ends up happening is we're able to go ahead and make the movies we want. That means we get the green light for making a DBS Discord battle royale, where it's just 50 people just essentially going ham on each other. We get so many different ideas open up by the ability for our community to say, hey, together we are strong, we can release anything that we want, and this means that we can then grow and scale and do so many more fun things together. We are just starting off. I like to consider this as DBS 0.5, not even at the first stage yet. So we're going to continue to grow. You know me, I'm going to be working hard. My brother's working just as hard as well too. And we're here, we're here to work for you guys. We're here to make as many movies as we can for our fans, with our fans. And again, we appreciate each and every one of your supports. But this right now, this moment right here, you can go ahead and support us with the Forest of Death launch. That means the world to us, because then we can take all of the momentum, magnify it, and then continue to make movies for our fans, with our fans.
Yeah, 100%. The momentum is there. We have everything we need to be successful. Girl in Cabin 13 was a phenomenal film. Came out, hit #1 on Tubi. Murder House has done it's done fantastic. And now we are ready to launch the next one, Forest of Death. And we have all the momentum. We have the community. We have everything we need to be successful. We just need just a little help. We need $3 download. That's all we need right now. And if we can get that, if we can push this, guys, we are scaling up. It is really us versus Hollywood system. There's $100 million, $200 million movies being made right now. They're kind of cookie cutter. They're the same things. We're making indie horror movies. We're casting from our Discord. You don't have to go to a casting agent. You don't have to go to California. You don't have to live in California to work on one of our sets. We will fly you back in. So we're really kind of letting the little guy, it's the fight against, this big kind of system, this algorithm, this Amazon, this Apple TV. Now our stuff is on all these platforms. Force of Death is going to have the largest launch that we've had so far. It's going to be on 40 different platforms. We are competing against Megan. We are competing against Knock on the Cabin. Cocaine Bear's right up there. This is our competition. And these actors that were in this movie are from the Discord. Okay. So you can come in here and pretty much be right up next to Cocaine Bear and Megan. But in order to get up there, in order to stay up there, in order to beat those movies, we need everyone to come together and just, give us that $3 download so we can push this thing. All this money, all this revenue, everything is going back into either the community or the other movies. We can easily scale up. We can get more people. We get 15 people in the next movie. If this one does well, we can get 40. We can get 50. Zombie movie, couple hundred people in there. So it's happening. We're moving. You can't stop us. But if you want to just be a part of the team, help us out just a little bit, man, I will be forever grateful for every single one of you guys if we can just get this Force of Death launched, because I have such great goals for this company. I have such great goals with the Discord, with casting you guys. I love working with you guys. Everything has been such a blessing to see the growth of this community. And all we need is just to push this Force of Death a little bit more. Tell your friends, tell your family, DBS Army is coming for you.
We're coming for Hollywood's lunch, and the best part is we get a little crouton that allows us to triple the production, because there is so much margin on the big boys that if we can step up into their plate, if we can go ahead, we can then make $1 million movies for our fans, with our fans. As we scale, as we get bigger, these movies will still be cast from our Discord. They will still be cast the same way that we're doing here, and we will be on those big screens. Now, if anything happens with the Forest of Death, even if it is not ideal launch, we're still making movies. Nothing will stop us ever. But guys, this is really our opportunity to step up to the plate, show just how much the community efforts are working together. And with that being said, it will allow us to catapult into the future of DBS. So from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my brother's heart, thank you so much for this. You guys are making our dreams come true, and we think it's only fair that we take the opportunities that you guys give us and pass them right back to you, with the opportunity to make your dream come true by being in our movies. We will be eternally grateful to this audience right here for supporting us, because we need it now more than ever. And with that being said, we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, an amazing Forest of Death launch week, and good luck for the Bigfoot auditions. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to myself or any of the mods. We are always here to help out. We are always happy to engage you with any questions that you have. But again, thank you so much. We're DBS Films. We make movies for our fans, with our fans.